All right, Dr. Minjung, thanks for your email. I will go through yours. But it looks like today is the deadline for the ISLAC abstract. And you submitted yours yesterday, right? Not yet? Do you have any questions regarding the abstract, not the whole project, but the abstract?
I wanted to ask if I should add the multivariable results in the abstract or not. I just stopped after subgroup analysis because there wasn't enough space.
Oh,
But I was wondering if I should just remove the subgroup analysis and include the multivariable results.
oh, there is well. So show me what the results are. We might, yeah. Can you share your screen? Yeah.
Mhm. So so this is the subgroup analysis, and the limitation of it is that it's just a visual inspection and it's not statistically conclusive, but the multivariable analysis, it basically is the same pattern. It shows that head and neck squamous cell carcinoma, advanced gastric carcinoma, and hepatocellular carcinoma and NSCLC all have a higher odds ratio with very significant differences. So in terms of, I guess, reliability of the data, adding this would be better than just the force plot and talking about subgroup analysis.
Yes, I think it's better to add this. Let me see. So what are you suggesting we take out which portion to add this? What has to come out?
So basically in the abstract that I showed you yesterday, it only includes this portion where I report the incidence for each tumor type and describe how it was higher for one versus the other. And I included the force plot, which is what I showed you before. And this is similar to the abstract we first submitted, except it's categorized by tumor type now.
Yeah.
But what I'm suggesting is adding these results instead. Because when you show the funnel, when you show the force plot, you can't really talk about statistical significance.
Right.
But with the multivariable analysis, we're showing that adjusted even for the definition type, we see these differences across tumor types.
Yeah. So yeah, let's add odds ratio. About for definition.
I'll add this portion too, sorry. So I'll add all of this.
All of the, yes. You're still gonna add the figure, total the figure that you had.
If I think I'll have to choose between one of the two. That's why I'm asking, because each image counts as 100 words. And right now I already have 400 words with that one figure. So if I were to add both figures, then my abstract in terms of the number of words would have to be shrunk to 300 words.
I see. Can you go back to the figure? Does this have a definition?
No, it doesn't. So in the abstract, I only include this figure and then describe the results for definition types in just words.
Can you?
Or should I put the two together into one figure? And
yeah, like a figure 1A and 1B. And so this is one is across tumor type. And then you have pulled at the end. This is by the definition, right? So yeah, I would put maybe two side by side and figure A and B and make it as like one panel.
Mhm.
So that counts as one figure. And let's go to the text.
Oh, the text. Mm,
So um, so so I think here you could, simply just add compared to renal, these two. So you're already saying the highest instance, the lowest instance,
mhm,
and there you can also put hazard ratio,
mhm,
sort of like this compared to this hazard ratio was, more
mhm,
more like one more parenthesis to show the stark difference.
mhm, mhm.
Um,
I understand.
and maybe one or two representation. You don't have to write it for all,
Mhm,
the highest and lowest. Just add
mhm,
hazard ratio for that and the hazard ratio for definition.
mhm,
That will just take up, not much. And then you could, for that, you could take out the authors were contacted or random effect definition. You could take all that out,
mhm,
um, because people will know by looking at your figure that's what you did. You know what I mean?
mhm.
It's not totally necessary.
Okay.
Um, yeah. So if you let me see. Um, you can even make um, checkpoint immunotherapy and you put individual drug names or something
Mhm,
to, so yeah, so I think you have room to shorten method and add hedge ratio and still keep
mhm.
the figure. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't need my 5-minute approval. I will just trust that you would, make no errors doing it, and then you can submit because we don't have time today.
Mhm.
Show me the authors. Who are the authors?
So this, these are the authors that I put for the abstract.
Okay. Will you put you could would can you put your name as a presenter?
Is there a way to mark it
Yeah.
there?
When you no. When you submit, you have to mark who's going to be the presenter.
Oh, yep, yep, I'll do that.
This is going to be in Vienna.
Mhm,
So so my expectation that I really want you to come and present if you get it accepted.
mhm,
It will be in I think first week of August.
mhm,
Uh so yeah, it will be a really nice way to be exposed. It will be nice in-person meeting. So
mhm.
you should come. Maybe bring your mom.
If it gets accepted, yeah, I hope I can go there. Because honestly, while doing this project, I couldn't have finished it without all of the authors who
Hmm,
really generously provided their data. And
right.
if by chance I get to see them, I really want to thank them in person.
Yes. Yes. I think a lot of them will come.
Hmm. But
Yeah.
I heard it's hard to get it accepted, so I'll
Yeah.
just try my best and submit it.
Um, yeah. So yeah, I think you're good. All right. Thank you.
Mhm.
So, and then the rest of it, I'll have to finish the abstracts first and get back to you, Minjung. So,
Okay, that's.
let's see.
I'll stop share.
Okay, let's do Dean. So,
Hi, Dr.
check
Chang.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually met with Dr. Bumi yesterday. So if it's okay, can we just go through the abstract for World Lung today?
Yeah.
And the manuscript, I know we really appreciate Dr. Eugene adding in those discussion comments. So we'll make sure to kind of revise that and then kind of try to build on that a little bit more before we present again next week. But I can send a link in the chat if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was asking Dr. Bumi like how she found out about that other conference, and I'm not too sure either, but I think she just kind of happened upon it, and yeah, it sounded like the timing of that worked out a little bit better with her like status in the U.S. or something. But yeah. Oh, just well, I guess I can ask this at the end, but just with regards to the submission of it, we just wanted to check if we want to put your contact information as the corresponding author.
Yes.
Okay. So it starts here with the title towards the middle of the page.
So is this paper written up? I know this is abstract, but is there a manuscript?
So we do have the manuscript. The thing is yeah, we do have the paper. But again, that's the one that I think we just recently got the additional comments from Dr. Eugene for in the email that she sent a couple days ago. So I think we were hoping to kind of address that and kind of revise the discussion again before we present, at least for World Lung, because that's a lot sooner. But I do know that for this specific conference, for case reports, if it is accepted, it can be only done as an e-poster. They just say that in the guidelines. Yeah, so that I guess we would have to put together something separate for that.
Yes, so the the added thing that I sent you is just for discussion for the
Yeah.
manuscript, so it's not necessarily to be in the abstract itself, I think.
Yeah. So we didn't, I guess, add any of that to the abstract, but definitely for the discussion.
Yeah.
For the full manuscript, we're going to figure out where best to put that in,
Yeah, right.
and just make sure we kind of explain why that's relevant to the patient and to our
Okay.
analysis. Yeah.
Mhm.
So where is the so Eugene O looked at the RESIST for this patient after starting 일어났으네, right?
Yeah,
And what was it?
the resistance,
Yeah.
it was stable.
Yeah, that's not reflected in this abstract.
Oh,
Okay.
That was the whole point.
okay.
Right. Yeah. I think. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, because I think when we had first gone through it, we were a little bit mixed up about the non-target lesions and how that kind of played in. But yeah, I did make those changes in the manuscript, so I'll make sure to add that um, into here. Sorry. So I think basically the line that we have in the manuscript is something along this lines.
Right.
So it's conflicting. While the primary target lesions remain stable, and then you talk about metastatic disease progression.
Yeah, so we say that the findings are more suggestive of this pneumonitis as opposed to any form of progression.
Yeah.
So
So
if
that
the wording is
so that makes it more confusing. Take out verses.
okay, so maybe here I can just say the findings were more suggestive of pneumonitis, pericarditis, and resist criteria confirmed that disease remained stable or something like that.
I would say you said primary target lesions remain stable. With no evidence of disease spread outside of the chest window. So we don't use the word disease spread. Outside, out of chest window, we don't use that expression. So without new distant metastasis, I would just write that. Some areas of opacities were improved. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I think that was something that was in the clinical notes, and so they kind of observed that some areas there were still opacities, and some of them seemed to decrease in size, but because they're heading into the start of inicitinib, there were just so many different opacities. It's not like they all kind of went away, but I think it was noted that some of the more visible ones seem to decrease in size.
Okay, so after word stable, I would put per resist 1.1 criteria.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's all you need. Just
Okay.
Atra ATO. Yes. So I would put in the title non-small cell lung cancer. I'll put parenthesis NSCLC and then use
Okay.
everything
NSCLC.
even in the introduction, take out non-small cell lung.
Take out this
Yeah,
instance of it. Okay.
all use NSCLC.
Okay. I think, or yeah, let me double check, because I know we had that in a different version, but because of the character limit, just because I think the title is like 2 characters over.
Okay, yeah.
So if I just do that, is that still acceptable. If I say just inpatient instead of in a patient, so it fits under the character limit.
Differentiation. So put cancer in front of the parenthesis and maybe add hyphen to cell as well. So non-small cell, just put another hyphen there. Yeah. And then you can put a in a patient.
Oh yes, so the limit is on characters, not the word number.
Oh, it's the character. Okay.
Yeah, so
Differentiation syndrome. Okay, then never mind. Take the NSCLC. I would rather
okay.
keep that out and then put A there.
Okay.
And just leave it as it was.
Yeah.
Okay. So my comment on the resist, make sure that's reflected
Yeah.
in the actual manuscript. And
Yeah, I do have that in the manuscript, and I just modified the wording there so it
yeah,
includes the phrasing around no new metastasis, no new distant metastasis.
and have okay. Okay. So who's going to submit? Gumi or you?
I think Dr. Bumi said she can take care of that.
Okay. Make sure she
Uh,
submits today.
yeah.
Today is
Is
the
there,
deadline.
yeah, is there specific like submission information we should use? Like she was asking if she needs to set up a new account or if we should use
If
someone
she
else's
doesn't
permission.
know how to do it, I can't tell you all the details. Talk to Dr. Eugene O. She can
Yes,
answer all the
I will.
questions.
Yep.
There's like a category. There's a lot of different
Yeah.
things. So I hate to do this on the last day, but she can help you.
Okay.
Okay, I have tumor board that I have to go to, so we'll end our meeting here, and the rest of it we'll talk in the lab and our next meeting. And tell Boomi to submit the actual manuscript, okay? And any update. So for any discussion, troubleshooting, or my approval that needs to be done to move things forward, you can talk to Dr. Eugene O, and she'll
Yeah.
bring any manuscript to me during my clinic, and I will give comment and she can get back to you. That's the way we
Yeah.
should communicate, so that we can still not wait a week to move things forward.
Yeah.
Got it.
And yeah, so we'll talk about the Minjung's project next week, but Minjung, I think I read your email and I kind of agree with the new updates and everything. So in the meantime, have other co-authors read and revise the final version of your paper, and just bring all final questions and everything, and then you present what you were going to present today for next lab meeting. So I'm on service, and there's a lot to do, so I just don't have time. Okay, we'll wrap up here. Thank you.